This is part 2 of the WordPress blog editing video 1. All right, I'm posting an article, and I continue posting it here and post editing in WordPress Classic editor. You can see I'm breaking down sections and so on, creating subsections and increasing fonts, make it more readable. I use WordPress Classic editor. Essentially, this is WordPress editing tutorial for beginners, because if you're experienced, you already know this stuff. WordPress blog post tutorial. I'm using WordPress blog post editor. I'm showing in this video how to add a blog post in WordPress, or how to post an article on WordPress. How to post article on WordPress. So you can see how to edit content on the WordPress website by, live right here. I'm recording as I'm doing it. You can see how to edit text in WordPress, and it's very easy actually. So what I show is how to edit a blog post in WordPress, and you can see I'm continue to create more variety in text, make and increase font for better readability, because on mobile a large chunk of people nowadays read blogs on mobile phones, and small font really puts them off. They just move on, they just don't read. If it's too small font, they just don't bother with it, they don't increase it, because they just move on. So you need a little bit larger font. 18 is optimal. 20 is a little bit too big, but I'm experimenting, see how it works. But 18 so far has been good. Font size 18 in WordPress so far has been good for me. I use a plugin yours SEO, and tells me a few things that I need to change. This is not very readable text, but it's complicated article. Actually, it's not for everyone. So my audience knows how to read well for this article, and if it doesn't, this article is not for them. It's narrow niche, MBA, PhD, this stuff. It's very narrow niche article, MBA versus PhD. Okay, so I'm checking your SEO just in case. I'm checking some suggestions that how to improve my article. I look at SEO analysis. But I need to do more outbound links. I will add them later. Key phrase and introduction. No, need to do more key phrases. Yeah, I need to do more key phrases. Okay, I guess I have to do it. Yeah. Okay, so you can see the process of post editing. I may change title, but nowadays Google actually can put its own title, disregard mine, so this is not big deal anymore. I do have these. Okay, I do have it, the key phrase Meos PhD, so I don't understand why your SEO didn't pick it up. Okay, so I'll just cater to your SEO a little bit and use this specific one of the key phrases more often, but I think your SEO just sometimes they're off, sometimes they miss the point. So this is WordPress. I'm editing a blog post in WordPress before I publish it. So you can see publish button wasn't pressed yet. So I am preparing size, font, sections. I'm doing other stuff. This is real quick. Sometimes it takes longer because I add more stuff. I edit more, but this is real quick editing under tight deadline. So I'm editing text in WordPress. Usually I also edit pictures, photos, and other things. Generally I edit content on WordPress website. So this is how, before adding a blog post in WordPress. That's what I do before posting article on WordPress. But you can see here I'm selecting categories. So if people want to search for categories, I'm gonna add image. Obviously the top image, the primary image. I'm gonna look at my library and select some decent videos which I haven't used before, so I don't like to reuse same photos to show on my blog. too often. Yeah, I mean, I do alternative text using basically topic of the article, right? I try to cater to my article by adding text and keywords. This is additional CEO stuff I'm showing you here. Not everyone actually knows this, surprisingly, but every little thing counts. Up at home. Okay, I try to be descriptive for photos because this is how it is. Google likes when you are descriptive with photos because some people can't see, so at least they can read, understand, read. They have readers which read aloud. They understand what the photo is about. It's about usability, all right? It's about usability. When you post article on WordPress, you got to think about these things, about SEO. Actually, you got to think about SEO all the time in blogging. Alright, so I did that. Now we have a picture. Not gonna show a preview. Let's preview. Can we preview? On desktop, on mobile, we're gonna preview on desktop. Let's see, maybe desktop. We'll preview this blog post on WordPress before we publish it on WordPress. We'll preview it. WordPress has a preview function. Alright, this is about how it's gonna look like generally. I understand it's not perfect, not super pretty, alright, a little bit too large paragraphs, but under time constraints this is gonna work. I can break them down to smaller paragraphs later if I see some traffic. Alright, okay, we're almost done with WordPress publishing here. With publishing article on WordPress. We're always posting article on WordPress. We're almost done with posting article on WordPress here. Alright, you can see how it's done. This is for beginners. If you experience, obviously you know all this stuff. But I'm showing you the whole process. With all my flaws, with all problems and so much. I do some reviews, I'm checking. Okay, I want to see a few things. I want to see how it looks on mobile. This is how you do it. You press inspect in Chrome, and this is how it will look on mobile. Not very pretty, but at least I hope I provided good content so people would read it and it helped them to make their certain decisions. Alright, this is how it looks. It's a long article. Yeah. I may make it more pretty later if I see traffic. If I see good traffic, I make it amend a little bit, do make some changes. Okay, this is how it's desktop. Alright, so we're almost done with WordPress, posting article on WordPress, and I'm about to publish it. A few changes, I guess. Alright. I'm looking for a few things. I'm looking over a few things. I'm thinking, do I need to do anything else?